Trump just stepped into the world of NIL and basically said, all right, that booster funded free for all y'all been running, wrap it up. The pay for play system everybody pretended wasn't happening, he hit it with a federal hammer. But the real question is whether he fixed college sports or if he just lit the fuse on the biggest legal war the NCAA has ever seen. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Unfiltered Logic. Appreciate y'all riding with me on this grind to 1,000 subscribers. Every like, comment, and every sub helps push this channel in the algorithm that loves drama and hates logic. So go ahead and hit that button, like, subscribe, and let's break this down like grown folks. Because the way ESPN has been covering this, yeah, we're not doing the watered down version today. So let's get into this. All right, so first things first, let's clear something up right now before social media runs wild. Trump did not ban the NIL. He didn't end endorsement deals or stop sponsorships. What he did was separate the real NIL from the fake version of the NIL that turned into a $1 million booster playground. The real NIL is simple. Athlete cooperates with the actual business on a real project, a commercial, an event, a photo shoot, or even a sponsored post. Real work, real value, real compensation. Fake NIL is the version where collectives paid the players huge sums for almost no deliverables. Some players were receiving hundreds of thousands, even millions, for a single post or vague brand visibility. These weren't endorsements, they were disguised salaries. That's what Trump targeted, not real NIL. Unlike the NCAA, Trump brought in the Department of Education, DOJ, FTC, NLRB, and the College Sports Commission to enforce it. When the federal government steps in, the tone changes immediately. So who's really in the crosshairs? This executive order isn't aimed at players. It's aimed at donor collectives that operated like political super PACs. They claimed to be independent from schools, but they were funneling massive bags to players through flimsy marketing deals. But here's the twist. Collectives are not dead. The College Sports Commission clarified that they can continue operating. Deals just have to be real. The compensation must reflect actual market value, and deliverables must be legitimate. No more $1 million handshake agreements or fake promotions. If you want the check, you need real work behind it. But why is this all happening right now? This order came right after the House versus NCAA settlement, which forces schools to revenue share up to $20.5 million a year. Once schools have financial limits, the federal government asked why boosters were allowed to spend without any limits. NIL had become an unregulated bidding war. One school offered 600K, another counterfeited with 800K, and another one with 1.2 million, all within 24 hours. Without structure, smaller schools couldn't compete unless they had some billionaire boosters. The system was collapsing under its own weight. Trump's order creates one national rule book, not a patchwork of 50 state laws. But there's three wars this order just started. The first war is in recruiting. For years, recruiting revolved around one question. What's your collective paying? Not the coaching, not the development, just the money. Big brand schools will survive. Booster reliant schools are shaken. The second war is legal. Collectives, athletes, and states are preparing lawsuits. This will be years of courtroom battles as everyone fights for control, power, and money. The third war is over athlete employment. The NLRB was told to clarify whether players are employees. If that happens, college sports becomes the NFL with homework. Contracts, unions, negotiations, it would transform absolutely everything. So, who are the winners and losers here? The winners are schools with real brand power. Women's and Olympic sports, which gain protection, and the NCAA, which finally has backing from real enforcement bodies. The losers are the fake NIL deals, booster reliant programs, and athletes expecting huge sums of money for minimal work. NIL wasn't broken because players were getting paid, it was broke because money lost all connection to value. And we know we always got to follow the money. All right, so what's my honest take on this? I'm slightly in favor of this move. Players should get paid, but what we had wasn't NIL, an owner funded arms race. That model wasn't sustainable. But I'm cautious. If agencies don't enforce consistently, and if lawsuits block parts of the order, this could become symbolic. We've seen reforms that make headlines but don't change anything. This could be one of them. Or it could be the beginning of a complete evolution of college sports. So, what do you think? Did Trump fix the system, or did he start the biggest fight in college sports history? Drop your thoughts below. Don't forget, I'm giving away a $200 Walmart gift card. Subscribe, hit the bell, and comment to enter. If you have a story or a clip you want me to break down, email it to me at unfilteredlogic.jnew@gmail.com. Stay tapped in. More deep dives are coming soon.
Ain't no capping in my logic, this that real talk vibe. From the south where the grind don't die, we survive. Mind sharp, money right. Truth be the topic. Welcome to the game. This unfiltered logic. Ain't no sugarcoating here, just truth in the topic. Speak facts, not feelings, that's unfiltered logic. Pain made the hustle made profit. I learned from the struggle, now I profit off logic.